Hey guys, today I'm going to be making a clone of the Guinness draft. I've been making a bunch of clone videos and I figured why not continue and make another video on a clone beer that I've started to truly enjoy. Ever since I went to London I really enjoyed the Guinness there. It tastes a lot better than it does here. I know there's been debate on why that is. I'm not going to get into that. So without further ado, I will show you the ingredient list for this clone of the Guinness. It's based off of the BYO recipe, but I have done some research and tweaked it just a bit. The recipe for this includes Golden's hot pellets, black roasted barley malt, 2-row pale, acidulated malt, flaked barley, and White Lab 004, which I have going in the yeast starter right now. Okay, so I have just under 5 gallons. That's what the calculation called for. I'm going to heat the water up to, I'm going to try and mash this at 150, so we'll go with the 150 degree mark, and this thing is pretty good about holding the temperature within a degree. I have it set to 1 degree variance, so I think the 150 should hold for the entire hour. I also have some salts I'm using to get this close to the Dublin water. I have calcium chloride, gypsum, and Epsom salt. Pretty tough to replicate their water profile with what I have here because I can't really lower the amounts I have. I can only bring the mineral counts up with these additions. Okay, we've reached 150 degrees, so it's time to mash in. I'm not going to film all of this because it's super boring, but just so you can see a little bit of the contrast of the grains that are going in the Grainfather. I can already smell the roasted malt. It smells really good. I was not expecting that, although I've never made a stout, so what do I know? Anyways, we'll be back when I'm done mashing in. Okay, so it's pretty thick mash, as most mashes are with the Grainfather. It's not so thick that all the grain are not getting absorbed, but it is a pretty thick mash, which I know it'll thin out through the hour with the recirculation. But it's certainly dark. I've never made a dark beer. Usually I make IPAs and lighter ales, but I do something different, and so far it looks different. So now I'm just putting on the top plate. Doesn't want to go down, of course. That's good enough. I don't know really how far I really need to make it, but here we go. Put the lid on. Somehow the temp got up to 153. I have no idea why. Usually it doesn't go up. It usually goes down when I'm mashing in. But I'm sure it'll go back down to 150. 153 is alright. I'd rather it be closer to 150 if at all possible, though. And I'll start the pump. And we'll see you back in 1 hour. Okay, so we are half an hour in, 30 minutes in, pretty much dark as night. I did a gravity reading and it came out at 1.050. So I don't know what we'll finally be at pre-boil, but fairly certain I'm on target right now. I did plan this to be around 5.5% alcohol. Okay, I just finished a 10-minute mash out, trying to hold it around 170. It really only held it at 168. I always have issues with this stupid thing. I don't know what they did when they designed it, but it never holds 170. I don't care, whatever. So anyway, I'm going to take the recirculation pipe off and the lid. And now lift the basket. And let this drain for about a minute, and then I'll be back when I start the sparge. Okay, enough is drained out that we can start the sparge now. And I'll be back when I'm done with the sparge. Okay, we're finishing up in the sparge. I don't know if the timing worked out as well as it should have. Obviously it's still draining, but I'm done running off the sparge water. Anyways, this is what it looks like. I have we're at 182 degrees right now. I'll show you where we are once we start the boil. Okay, we just reached boil, so we can finally get this thing going. I have this hop screen. I just recently received this. See how it works. The filter clogs up a lot more than other people have said theirs has, but I find that the filter doesn't really do much at all, and it's always clogging up. So I figured, let's try the hop screen. I've used hop bags. They work alright, but let's use this screen. Now we don't have to keep washing those things out. Okay, at the 1 hour mark, we're going to add the Goldings hops. There's 2 ounces here. I ordered East Kent Goldings. These just say Kent Goldings, so I have no idea if they're the right ones or not, but hopefully they are. And this is really all we do until we're at the 15-minute mark, where I'll add some yeast and yeast nutrient and some Irish moss. So I'll see you in 45 minutes. Okay, it's been 45 minutes. Time to add the Irish moss and yeast nutrient. And that's it for now. See you in a few. Okay, the hour's up. I'm going to shut off the heat element and start the pump. And run the cold water and cool it down a bit before I start putting in the fermenter. I'm not going to film transferring to the fermenter either, but here's the fermenter, SS Brewing Technologies. I liked it a lot. It's been really easy to use, and it's been something that I think I should have got a long time ago. I also have the temperature control with it, so I'm going to control the temp on this at around 67 degrees for however long it takes to fully ferment out. So I'll see you when I'm about to pitch the yeast. Okay, we finished cooling it down. And I'm just going to add a blast of pure oxygen The temperature is 69 degrees, which is fine. Like I said, I'm going to ferment it at 67. So it'll drop a little bit once I start running the cold water through the fermentation temperature control system. Looks like it's getting clogged a bit. Okay, I'm not sure why it was getting clogged, but in any case, just gonna add the yeast. I usually like to decant it, cold crash and decant it, but I just didn't have time, so it's been on the serve plate for about 20 hours. I don't like to pour all this malt extract in with my beers, but had to this time. So I did check the gravity, it's 1051, so it's pretty close to what I was targeting. I was targeting 1055. And I will show you what the final product looks like in probably about a month. I'm going to try and ferment it for 2 weeks and age it in the keg probably for at least 2 to 3. I'm sure it's not going to be as good as it should at that point, but at least I'll show you what it looks like. After 12 hours, fermentation is going strong. There's a variance in the temperature of the bottom and the top of the fermenter, obviously. 67.8 close to the bottom and 66.9 on the top. Close enough. I do have it holding at 67 degrees, and I'll hold this probably for 2 weeks.